I get to do this on a Thursday. Otherwise, I'd actually have no idea what the passing of time is. Really? Yeah. I think we're coming to the end of week 6 up here. I was wondering too, like, they keep mentioning about, we didn't get a donut day down in Victoria. If you get a donut day down there, does that mean you actually eat one? Or is it, you do? That's so cool. I'm actually we're so far away from a donut day, it's ridiculous. But I'm just thinking I'm actually turning into a donut. It feels like, that's sort of what it feels like. And this morning too, I just got in my car to whip up the street to do this, and I thought I was kind of almost surprised that I know how to operate a car still, and just the sound of the motor running. I was like, wow, what a unique sound. I forgot what the car engine sounds like, and just things like putting your shoes on to go out. It's like, gosh, I haven't done that in a really long time. But I did, so I did a thought experiment this week too, where I just pretended I was a cat for a day. And I ate a tin of smoked mussels for lunch. I just ate them out of the tin with a fork, and then I sort of worked out a timetable for myself of chairs that get the most sun at different times of the day. And now I know why cats lick themselves a lot to pass the time. Just get every hair in place perfectly. That's all there is to do. And get up and have a stretch, go to the next chair and sit down again. And you'll like this too. I actually tried to do something a bit creative for you this week. So I've written a poem and it's called Ode To My Hairdresser. So, here we go. Oh, Paolo, how I miss your hands in my hair. The smell of the salon, the big padded chair. The towel round my neck, the uncomfortable basin, the chattering ladies and fresh conversation. The caress of your scissors on the nape of my neck, transforming me slowly from this hideous wreck. A woman can live in the same clothes for days. She can wander the house, barefoot, unfazed. She can survive without coffee, shopping and wine. In lockdown, there's only one thing that she pines. The smell of the salon, the big padded chair. Oh, Paolo, how I miss your hands in my hair. That's it. Yeah, exactly. And we spoke to Tim's sister on the phone too, and I just remember saying to her, "Have you been to the hairdresser? You should go to the hairdresser." And she was going, because it was a video call, and it sounded like I was being really rude to her. And I wasn't. I was just like, you should go. You should just go, because I just killed to go. And then within like 2 days, I think it was, Brisbane was in lockdown too, and I said, "Did you go to the hairdresser?" And she said, "No, and I wish I had have gone. It's too late now." And so I was thinking too, Labor was sort of saying, just give everyone $300 cash to go and get the jab. And I think the Libs were sort of saying, we'll give everyone, what did they say? I think it was sort of frequent flyer points, like, duh, what are we going to use them on? Like, that's a dumb idea sort of thing. At least the cash you could do something with. But no, the only thing I'm thinking, they're offering the wrong incentive. If they just offer all women a hairdresser, they'll be running in droves out the door to get the jab. Yeah, exactly. Like pin cushions, we wouldn't care. Just colour and a jab. I'll even take the cheap one. I'd even take the AstraZeneca. I wouldn't even care. I'm only joking. They're all great, I'm sure. Yeah. And so, what else have I got to say? Not much. I read this week that Tip Top are changing their little plastic bread tags. Did you hear that? I'm just desperately trying to find good news stories. So, they've got the little twisty sort of plastic tags on the top. they're about to change them all to cardboard tags so that they can save 400 million pieces of single-use plastic every year in Australia and New Zealand. They're changing them to cardboard. Isn't that exciting? It is. So I thought if you're still buying the white sort of sandwich loaf, you'd probably get more fibre from eating the tag. Well, the only other interesting thing I read this week was that the Dalai Lama, who's now 86, they're talking about, he's like reincarnated and stuff. So they're starting to talk about who the next Dalai Lama is going to be. And like he's had a vision that he's going to live to 113. So we'll just see if that works out or not. But he said if he's publicly contemplated being reincarnated as a woman or not at all. I thought that sounded kind of cool. But I like that too. But the weird thing is that, because the Dalai Lama is, in exile, I think, in Tibet, China has come up with their own idea that they want their own Dalai Lama. So they said it might actually turn out into this strange thing that there might end up being two Dalai Lamas. One that sort of has been, found by the traditional methods of sort of, having a vision on a lake or something in Tibet, and China might pick their own. So I thought it might become like the Matrix or something, where there's like two of something, crazy. There's only meant to be one thing. Or I don't know. Or then I thought maybe all the other countries in the world suddenly might go, well, hang on a second. If, Tibet and China can have a Dalai Lama reincarnated, why can't we have one as well? And it might turn into like a Where's Wally of Dalai Lamas all over the world. So it's kind of exciting, don't you think? Oh, no. Actually, if you had a llama, you'd have to call it maybe Dali, would you? Then you could call it Dalai Lama.